Now the vacation's over, and I figured it might be nice to ease back into things. Here are my tips on how I used ChatGPT during my family's summer vacation in Japan. Sure, you can scroll through dozens of LinkedIn videos on how to use AI at work, but stick around and you'll hear how I used ChatGPT to hunt down cheese at the Helsinki airport and turn my son's summer into a pop song. To avoid boring you to death, I've split it into 3 short parts. Vacation guide. Vacations are short. Wandering aimlessly through a city or a shopping mall to find the right store, activity, or restaurant is not my idea of a deep cultural experience. I built a custom GTP and told it the location of our family home in Japan, which was our central hub. I told it about our usual hangouts, when we like to eat lunch and dinner, and what types of restaurants we prefer. If I said, "We're hungry," I would get a list of restaurants that fit us perfectly. Other times, I would tell it, "I'm on the 3rd floor. There's a Uniqlo in front of me and a cat cafe to the left, and I want to check out Nintendo Switch 2 gear." The instructions came back: take the elevator to the right, cross the big street with a playground on your left, and so on. Coupon Hunter. Japan is where I make my serious electronics purchases. I usually buy them online because Japanese sites have a massive selection. I'm talking about stores like Amazon Japan, Rakuten, Yodobashi Camera, Big Camera. These are every tech nerd's dream team. Before buying anything online, I look for discount coupons. Normally I would Google around with lots of hits and misses. This summer I tried ChatGPT. ChatGPT saved me 40% by digging up discounts from all over. One coupon came from a blog post that did not show up in my Google searches. The pro tip here is ask ChatGPT before your next online purchase. Shoe buying coach. Buying shoes has always been a disaster for me. Wrong size, wrong fit, returns I never bother sending back, store clerks who clearly hoped they would never see me again. Before our trip to Japan, I gave ChatGPT my exact foot measurements, down to the millimeter, and I saved them to the memory. Once in Japan, I asked, "Does this model from this brand run big or small? What size should I start with?" I had an amazing time buying shoes. Now I have a personal shoe buying coach living in my pocket forever. Cheese hunting at the airport. At Helsinki airport, with 15 minutes until boarding, my wife wanted leipijuusto cheese. We needed to be quick about it. I thought I was pretty clever, asking ChatGPT to find a store and tell me which gate was located closest to the store. GTP said gate 25. We went there, but no cheese shop in sight. The shop was located outside the security area, but close to the gate. The lesson I learned here was to always be painfully specific if you want the right answer, even if you do stuff on the go. Still, ChatGPT saved us from wandering around like headless tourists for another 10 minutes, so thank you. Phone mount. I needed a phone mount for my mother-in-law's car that would not put a single scratch on the dashboard, and definitely not one of those vent-mounted clips. I snapped some photos of the car interior and fed them to ChatGPT. I got instant suggestions for mounts that wouldn't mess with the car and fit perfectly. My hands-free navigation was solved, my mother-in-law's car was intact, and with Google Maps as my trusty sidekick, I could steer the family toward new adventures without breaking a sweat. Next week, I'll share some tips that really made a big impact on our entire vacation experience. How have you used ChatGPT or other AI tools outside of work?